Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Man, fuck all that shit. Let's go now. Now. All right. What's the motherfucking deal, man? It's your boy Honcho. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports, welcome to Sauce Sports. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports, the fresh flavor in H-Town sports. Talking about all sports, but only Houston. I'm your boy Honcho, Houston homeboy, Houston homer, all that good stuff. Let's get a Sauce Nation roll call. And if you don't know what the Sauce Nation roll call is, well, shucks on you. You must be new here. You must not know how this works. I mean, shout out your side with pride if you are from the greater Houston area. If you're not from the greater Houston area, look at that 34. We got 34 in here, baby, the best number in the city. So I can send a little bit of love your way. Let's get this thing kicked off. Let's not waste a whole bunch of time. Let's get it going. And then, like I said, we'll open up the sauce line. Like I said, I want to get back to that original flavor. Like I said, at least get a call or two in a stream. So I'm not going to... the fuck is this? So I'm not gonna spend too much time. I got a few things I want to touch on, and then, like I said, we'll open the line. We can address your thoughts, your feelings, all that good stuff, right? Make sure, okay, that you hit that like button. It's greatly appreciated. All right. Let's see. Let me see. I see Rio, what's the motherfucking deal? Street Runner Vince, what's the motherfucking deal? Luke, let's see. Mr. Killer KBOG 77013. Jaja, what's the motherfucking deal? Purple Drake, what's the motherfucking deal? Exile Holiday, what's the motherfucking deal? Tony Snow, don't do no blow, what's the motherfucking deal? Dead Shred, Dirty Bay in the building, now already. Dylan, what's the motherfucking deal? College Station, already. Austin, Texas, the new home of the Bills. How about that? Down South Sports, what's the motherfucking deal? Maul, you ain't even watched over. Man, I'm sad to hear that, Maul. You haven't watched in over a year. Yeah, that makes me very upset. Acres home, Acres Shaker in the building now already. Tony Bear, ATX, what's the mother? Okay, we got ATX represent. We got to figure out what is the next most represented city in Texas after the Houston area when it comes to the sauce. Got some more in the Dirty Bay, okay. Baytown in there representing. South Park representing. San Antonio representing. Katy. Killer Katy, y'all already know what it is. Big Money, Texas, Brownville in this bitch, already. Professor Trill, from the former land of the Trill, how are you, sir? Mo City in this bitch, already. Big Mac, what's the motherfucking deal? Yes, I have subscribers only mode on. I don't want to hear no bullshit. If you ain't a subscriber, I ain't want to talk to y'all asses, goddamn. We'll take subscriber only mode off when the season starts, when it's time to talk shit. Right now, this is for Sauce Nation, right? Because if you can't show no love and subscribe, then you don't need to talk to the tribe. You know what I'm talking about? Port Arthur already. Arlington right now for school already. Hold it down. You know, you got to get that knowledge. Hold it down in college, baby. Trinity Gardens already. Southwest in the building. G-Town in the building already. Okay, we go. The Katy in this bitch dick. You know what I'm saying? The Katy clan in this bitch. First off, I hope all of you are doing well, and I sincerely mean that, because I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. It is my honor, it is my privilege, it is my pleasure. This is a privilege to be able to have a platform and opportunity to talk to so many H-Town fans, whether you be a Rockets fan, whether you be a Texans fan, whether you just come in here to talk shit and chop it up. Y'all know I don't know shit about Astros, just go Stros, go Altuve. That Altuve, he's something special. Like I'm an Astros fan, like most people were Texans fans when J.J. Watt was. JJ, he's pretty damn good. That's all I know about that. That Altuve, boy, let me tell you about that Altuve. Good grief, he's one tough son of a gun. And maybe we get us a hockey team around here. Somebody, y'all might be here to talk about the SaberCats. I don't know if this is the rugby team still rocking. I don't even know. Y'all might want to talk Dynamo or Dash. That's Hector's forte. I can't do that. Shout out to Hector. But I do appreciate y'all. So I just, like I said, never take that for granted. Shout out to the Roundtable. And like I said, but I want to speak on a couple of things. I want to open up the sauce line. Like I say, I want to get back to that old sauce groove. You know, like that's what used to make it so loud. We call, we chop it up, we just express our thoughts and feelings. So, couple of things, right? Couple of things. Titus off the Rona list, and Roderick Johnson off the Rona list, and they cut him. Why? I like Johnson. Maybe just maybe because of the surprise performance of a young individual who played pretty decent in the preseason game, right? So maybe they felt like Roderick was expendable. I always liked Roderick personally. I thought that, I wouldn't say he was necessarily an asset, but he wasn't so much of a liability. You know what I mean? So they let him go. Then we got a situation, right? Let's get this little Deshaun thing out the way, I guess, right? Because a couple of days ago, I want to talk about, they said that HPD may be looking into some criminal charges, I believe. You got women coming out saying this, that, and the third. Yeah, the chick who went on Tasha K. And I couldn't watch that shit, though. Like, I can't watch the gossip channels. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. If y'all watch The Den, y'all know I have a certain belief system about certain types of people. Like I say, look, just which y'all may fuck with me on the sauce, for y'all might not fuck with me in The Den. For I got a belief system in The Den, and the chick who came out was saying some stuff about Deshaun fit a lot of those things. So This is why I don't like this nigga Trill, right? This is why I don't like this nigga Trill. You know what? I got some special videos just for you in the den this evening. And so now they're talking about the feds, the federales. Might be looking into John. Now here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Federales they don't miss too often, right? So if there is something shaking, we're not talking about, never mind. If there's something shaking, this could be dangerous. And so this is kind of what I proposed the other day. Gosh, dag nabbit. This is what I proposed the other day, right? What happens? It would be the most Texan shit ever, right? For this dude, Deshaun, to end up catching a case. And there may be legal ramifications. And you can say, well, that's more serious than football, Honcho. What about those young ladies? And, they were just trying to do their job. All them hoes wasn't masseuses. Them hoes with the shit. Them hoes getting flued out. You know what it is. Anyway, we live in a very woke society now. So, anything can be manipulated to be anything, right? He was just being a young man in a day and age where being a young man is frowned upon. But it could get bad, right? So what if the Texans get nothing and just get fucked out of a all-time, what could have been an all-time great player? You don't want to be here anyway. So you get fucked out of a bunch of solid picks, and then it just is what it is, right? It just is what it is. DeMarque, your last name is Johnson. You can't even comment on the shit. You know what? You just got your damn sauce wrench. And I'm this close to taking it away, DeMarque. Go talk to Maria. She's looking for you in the den. And so when the feds get involved, man, it could be a bad deal, right? It could be a very bad deal. It could be a very dangerous situation. Like I said, the feds rarely miss. If they find something, or if they find a thread and get to unraveling some shit, it could be unlucky. So you said they're going more after the females. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I saw something that they were investigating once. So maybe, then look, hey, now if they talking, now we flip the script, we talking about them, go after them hoes, man. Fuck them old dirty bitches trying to get my nigga out of there. Get them hoes, about the rest of all them hoes. They out there got booking info. They got the booking info on the Instagram, so just book them, set them up with a sting. Say you want a massage, they gonna be with the shits, and arrest them. Arrest all them hoes, all 23, 4, 5 of them hoes. The rest of all them hoes, goddamn, they all foul. If that's the case, arrest them bitches. All bullshit to the side. But what I want to get on was something that was brought to my attention last time we was on the stream, but I didn't get a chance to see it, right? And that was, it's actually two Rockets players, two things I want to speak on. Two of the new Rockets, I really like all the new Rockets. I haven't really had a chance to see Garuba that much. I think he's kind of acclimating from what I heard. But Josh Christopher won because me and that dude have the exact same views on Steph Curry, right? I know y'all saw his old tweets where he was talking shit about Steph Curry and how Steph Curry was overhyped, overrated, and that basically he was only good because the Warriors were around him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree. He was meant to be a fucking Rocket. Like, I seen him, it was a couple of weeks ago, and I meant to, talk about him, but he was meant to be a Rocket for that shit. Like, I might like him more than Jalen Green just off the strength, right? I'm not saying he can hoop like Jalen. I'm just saying off the strength, mentality-wise, we see eye to eye. We see eye to eye on that one. Now, Jalen Green, I be telling y'all, I like players that talk a little trash. When you talk a little trash, you got a little gusto, you got a little moxie. You got to back that shit up, right? And so, apparently, Jalen said some things that upset the city of Detroit. And I said it, like, I hadn't heard the thing. Like I said, that nigga could go buy Detroit right now. Like, come on, bro. Let's be honest. Detroit's a poverty city, right? Super high crime. Ain't really shit shaking like that. Niggas killing niggas over glasses and shit like that. A lot of abandonment. Just crazy shit going on out there, right? Now, what he said, let me pull this up. Let me make sure I quote it properly. They said he blasted Detroit, right? But here's the thing, because a lot of people replied this. A lot of people from Detroit were mad. Niggas was making comments. And yes, Harden still had his JH time. I'm telling you, the nigga want to come back to you. He's like, man, I'm sorry, y'all. He's on some ex-girlfriend shit. Nigga, nah, nigga, go over there and go tickle Lil Uzi Vert or whoever the fuck you tickling on, nigga. Tickle me Elmo ass, nigga. And let me confirm this, bro. There is no rivalry between Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green. And you say, Honcho, what do you mean? What do you mean that there's no rivalry? There's no rivalry. Jalen Green's clearly the better player. Like, Jalen Green is clearly better than Cade Cunningham. It's not, nah, come on, bro. It's not close. Jalen Green played less minutes and had better overall statistics. Again, while playing with some other quality talent in the summer league, right? That dude Cade is overrated. If Eric Andre ever gets a what they call biopic or whatever about his life, they can go get that nigga. Anywho, so this was in the Detroit Free Press. He said, because everybody came here, remember that day, something about I want to live in Detroit. Again, like I said that day, that was just a reference to him saying he wanted to be the number one pick. Nobody, and I mean nobody, you know what I'm saying, wants to live in Detroit, right? Like, if you've been there all your life, you don't know any better, it is what it is, right? But nobody wants to live there. The Lions don't even want to be in Detroit. The Pistons don't want to be in Detroit. Nobody wants to be in Detroit, right? The rappers from Detroit don't even want to be in Detroit. Anyway, and this is how salty they got, because they start talking, well, we got all these guys co-signing Cade, and y'all only got those rappers. Like, we don't give a fuck about none of these new no-name ass rappers. Like, who is the biggest rapper to ever come out of Detroit? Like, one of these niggas that just came out? Because I've never heard none of them. But this is what niggas is trying to resort. This is what Detroit niggas is trying to resort to, rappers, right? Like, who do y'all have? We talking like historically. Y'all got like 2 niggas out now, and that's it. And one of them niggas was doing some real weird shit. So, you know what I'm saying? They said they were literally double teaming the man in the summer league game talking about cable. That's what I'm saying. Like, appreciate the love, 77013. Again, oh yeah, Detroit, Eminem, right? Eminem. I forgot about him. Royce the 5'9". I forgot all about Eminem, right? And I got to give Eminem his props. One of the best to ever do it, right? That's a whole other conversation. But anywho, outside of that, you know, Mom Spaghetti. So this is basically what he said, right? Said he compared the city to the G League, but he said, I want to be the number one pick, but as for the location, I didn't want to be in Detroit. I felt a lot more comfortable in Houston. It felt like a real homey environment. With Detroit, it just felt like I was going back to the G League bubble, and I just got out of the bubble. That's pretty much what it was. In the G League bubble, I didn't really have anything to do but just stay in the gym. I didn't have any time to get away from myself. The only time I had to get away from myself was in my apartment. That's what I felt like in Detroit. I wouldn't be stepping outside in Detroit. There are not too many things you can do in Detroit like that. You're going to stay in the gym and then go back to your apartment. So this is Detroit Free Press, right? And so this is their response. Now I want y'all to know why. This is why I say everybody in Detroit agrees with this statement, okay? Oh, I forgot, boy, Big Sean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Big Sean, really? Boy, come on. Anyway, they had to make some little thing, some guide to summer fun in Metro Detroit, some little whatever. Anyway, right? So they said, "Oh, he's being honest, or maybe he's bitter." Whatever it is, Detroit's happy he's not living. That's not true. But he said this is hilariously ignorant, and yet it's sad to see another outsider rip on a city that on the come up. A city that's on the Detroit. What are we talking about? Like Ford Motor Company, all that shit way back there on the come up. This is an old ass city. And what coming up? What come up? Hitchcock, shout out to Hitchcock. Well, what come up? You know what I'm saying? That clearly has much to offer. Then you ain't got. Everybody who's complained about it never gave a suggestion. Like, oh, well, we got this and we got this. It was just, man, fuck that nigga. He don't know what he talking about. Even Jalen Rose came out. Said, oh, I'm not going to hate on him, you know, woo, this, and this. But, you know, if you're a millionaire, there's plenty to do in Detroit. Yeah, like get robbed. What else you got to do in Detroit? If you're a what kind of millionaire wants to live in Detroit? Right? Let's be honest, right? And I know some of y'all probably got some cousins in Detroit. Man, this nigga on the stream, he talk shit about Detroit. Cuz, what you gonna say? I'm sorry, I didn't make the city that way. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. And then he's like, sidebar, I guess he doesn't know he could hop over to Canada and have even more fun. You gotta go international to try to get some credit for you could live in Detroit, you could go to Canada. You can go hang out with Drake. I mean, that's a plus for Detroit. You got to go international to try to get some points for fucking Detroit. Get the fuck out of here, right? So, let me see. There was a thing. Let me see if I still got it saved. I don't know if I do. You had some people, some tweeters, some Twitter fingers, and they were upset with him. Did I save that article? I might not have. If I did, I did. If I didn't, I probably didn't. Oh yeah, this is what they say. Fans ripping to him, right? These are the rips. These are the rips that Detroit people. Top 5 most hated in Detroit: Jalen Green, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Patricia, Jim Joyce, Blake Griffin. Jalen Green's has not played a professional NBA. That's on y'all's top list already. That's how bad y'all doing. It's Matt Patricia. It wasn't the reason y'all was just bad. Y'all bad before that. Blake. That's on y'all, right? Anyways, next we're talking about Detroit didn't want him anyway, so he can keep talking shit. Again, nobody refuted the fact that there's nothing to do in Detroit. I don't think anyone in Detroit wanted you either. I'd be mad about my knee slapping together on national television too. I'd say anything. Okay, right? And then let's talk about Josh Christopher, right, who wasn't even in that top 2 conversation, literally putting the on fucking Cade Cunningham, right? Had that motherfucker regretting ever wanting to play in the league. I mean, it's the summer, he ain't played an NBA game yet either. Talking about Jalen, talking about more Detroit than he is. That's absolutely false. That's absolutely false. And then this is Andrew Hammond talking about just landed. I must say, as a new resident to the state of Michigan and the city of Detroit, Jalen Green is actually wrong. Super wrong. But then nobody said, yeah, there's lots of good stuff. There's lots of abandoned buildings. You can go see Eminem's old trailer on 8 Mile. We got stuff. There's a place you could probably eat. Come on, bro. That's all I'm saying. Look, and not just to be. And I'm not just trying to hate on the city of Detroit. I'm sure there's some cool people in Detroit, right? But it's not it's not the city it once was, all right? Let's just be honest. Detroit's not the city that it once was. And it probably never will be that again. Houston, on the other hand, international city, whole lot of going on. Everybody and mama trying to move here because their states suck and their cities are boo-boo. And now they trying to ruin it for us. They trying to change the whole Houston culture, right? Yeah, because it's cheap, dog. It's super cheap, dog. You can go work at McDonald's for 2 weeks and go buy you a house in Detroit, bro. It is what it is. And everybody in there mad talking about, he ain't got no maturity. He ain't got no, they all mad okay, look. Trust me. Cade just want to be the number 1 pick. He don't want to be injured. I guarantee you this. Mark my motherfucking words. I said this last stream. Mark my motherfucking words. Cade Cunningham. In maybe a couple of years, I may have to come back. Mark this stream, whatever. Y'all be keeping the receipts. Cade Cunningham will leave Detroit as soon as he can. If he pans out. Even if he pans out to be decent, right? And even if not, get traded first. I think he's going to be okay. He will be leaving as soon as he can. Right? As soon as he can. Kid Rock? I'm a cowboy, baby. Really, Kid Rock Rio? On. Woo! All right. Give me un segundo. Let's get the lines cracking. I want to know what's on y'all's mind. I want to know what y'all thinking. We're going to have the 5-minute rule, okay? And you got 5 minutes to spin it. If nobody else calls in and you want to call back, that's always a thing. But I want to give everybody a chance who may have some thoughts, who may have something to say. Because y'all know we do the sauce by the hour. So we got about the 35 minutes. Well, good 30 minutes. I need 5 minutes to close out. Because y'all know I got to like ramble on for about 5 minutes at the end of the stream. And again, for those of you who don't know, make sure y'all hit that like button. Yeah, like who was the nigga they had? Who was one of the more popular Detroit rappers moved out? Was that Say the Sada Baby, whatever his name is? And they were talking about, oh, y'all got something. Didn't he sign with like the TSF or some shit like that? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why? Because every rapper moves to Houston. And they just, I don't like it. I don't like this shit. I don't like them shits. Ray. You can have DeMarquis Wrench. Right? You can take DeMarquis Wrench. I don't know who Cash Doll is. T Grizzly Lip? Oh, you talking about T Grizzly had like one song, didn't he? That first day out? I've never heard anything else from him. But man, look, who gonna trade if the feds involved? Who's gonna trade for that nigga? Hey, look, they might get a RICO case fucking with that nigga. You trade Deshaun, you gonna catch a RICO case and be involved with him. Oh, well, why are you guys so interested in trading for this guy, knowing that the feds are fingering him for a case? Wise man. You say one max deal, get all the money and get out of it. You know, sign a max deal and then fucking harden their ass. I want out this motherfucker. So that's what I'm saying. D Davis, I see you on the come up, man. Salute. I love what you're doing. You keep grinding, sir. Yeah, Trill, because I owed you that shit because you was talking shit the other day. So start coming with all the damn dirty Deshaun jokes. Keep playing with me, nigga. Anyway, let me put the damn line on. Sauceline, bow. 346-36 sauce. 346-367-2823. If you want to call into the sauce line. Where was? I don't know if anybody remember that nigga. Look, I'm showing my age, right? Make sure y'all hit that. Y'all hit that like button, man. Ray, where is that nigga Ray Cash from? Y'all remember that nigga? What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the sauce line this evening?
Professor Trill, what up, Honcho?
Hello, Professor Trill. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing all right. First things first. You need to put some respect on my city's name. No more nature shit. Hold on to is the land of the Trill. Period. Point blank.
Man, I don't know. They say Pearland on the come up, man.
Nah, ain't no goddamn Pearland.
All right. I'll give it to you. I guess y'all are still holding the title. Okay. So what's on your mind, man? How you feeling about this federal involvement in this situation? Do you think that makes it worse for Deshaun, worse for the Texans trying to get any assets for him, or what do you feel about this situation?
I think like any development that doesn't preconceive some sort of conclusion, of course it just makes it worse because it's insignificant information that's just gonna seem like this shit is just gonna keep dragging on. Ray called a little meeting earlier. We was talking in the Discord, and he basically said what I've been saying this whole time, and I've been getting significant pushback from one man and one man only, Mr. Spitz. I said from the get-go, when Deshaun didn't want to be here, you should have just fucking traded him in. You could have maximized what you got. It was before these allegations and all this shit came out. If they would have just did the shit back then, this shit could have been avoided. This could have been on somebody else's plate. But no, they wanted to play fucking hardball. When you play hardball in this situation, even though the Texans do have leverage, they're still losing because of how long this shit is taking. Regardless of how people see it, Deshaun is a depreciating asset. The longer he stays away from the game, the worse it's going to be.
I agree. So, I mean, but at this point, like, is there anything you think that they can do to try to possibly recoup anything? I mean, is it a waiting game at this point?
No, because the longer you wait, the less your offer gonna be.
What do you think?
Because the other teams, because think about it. Think about all the teams that was in the running in the beginning. Then you had the draft. It shortened the fucking list. Now you got people who done invested significantly in these young players who they don't know if they boob or bust. True. But the fact that they drafted them, they had to have seen something in them. They want to see if that's going to pan out since they've already made a significant investment. Nobody's made an investment in Deshaun. So basically, the Texans is cutting their own goddamn throat and wondering why they can't get the offers. You had those offers in the beginning. But no, you want to be a dick. Well, when you a dick, you got to jack yourself off. Just saying.
Hands free.
Yep.
Okay. So they got to deal with this shit. This is on them. Do you believe what's taking place with some of these women? Do you believe all the allegations are real? Do you believe they're all fraudulent, or maybe some are, some aren't?
Huh. Well, in my philosophy, which is I'm a victim blamer. I'm what's known as a victim blamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at it like this. If the man did you something that you didn't feel comfortable with him do it, why the fuck did you tell somebody right after the shit happened? The nigga shouldn't have made it to his house before you called the police or called or told somebody. Y'all motherfuckers wait all this time to finally... Like, this shit don't make sense to me, bro. No, I don't believe it.
Okay.
Sorry, I just don't.
Okay.
Because what do you have to gain by waiting?
You know, some people say they say that they're just afraid to come out, but then they become emboldened when they see other women have or other victims have come forward. It makes them feel a bit more protected. Do you believe that?
Let me ask you a question. When the last time you seen a black or any number of women afraid of a black man?
Has Candyman come out yet?
Huh?
Has Candyman come out yet?
I don't know. When y'all start shooting? Because you sure look like a nigga.
See, this is why Pearland is now the new land of the truth.
Nah, nigga, hey, bro, you coming back me some bullshit, so I answered with some
You
bullshit.
you asked when was the
That's
last time
completely off topic.
Is Candyman a black man?
Yes, he is.
Are people scared of Candyman?
Yes.
Okay, so you asked when the last time.
Well, are you a black man?
I turned in my black card.
Are you a black man?
Because the niggas like you, they made me turn in my
You see
black
how
card.
I answered a direct question? When you ask this nigga a direct question, he wants to circle around and shit. Come on, bro. Are you a black man?
According to the current live stream, yes, I am.
Oh, come on. Are people afraid of you? Especially in the dark.
Well, according to you, I can't be seen in the dark.
Great, Candyman. Great one.
Okay, so because this is racist. This is what we deal with as black men: self-hate from our own kind. The FBI needs to investigate Trill. That's what really needs to be going on.
All I'm saying, well, if you want to talk about self-hate, what about your super duper deluxe skin bleaching regimen? Like, I'm just saying.
Nigga, me, bleach. You would see uneven spots. All of I even one, I would never attempt to do such a thing. That's I try to get as dark as I can, and then two, it would be. I'd be on some Sammy Sosa looking shit. I'd be looking like some cakes on some Revilla looking shit if I ever try to do some shit like that. That's a no-go, sir. That's absolutely a no-go.
See, I think that's part of the experiments you be conducting on Scotty, trying to steal his hue. Yeah. That's what you be doing.
It's my dog. Whatever happens between me and my dog is my business. Okay?
But, as far as Deshaun Watson, this shit is a fucking mess. It is a mess. They're not going to get nowhere near what they're asking. Because it's a bigger gamble now for these teams.
Yeah, I agree. And so do you think the Texans will just kind of sit here and... I mean, that's what I'm saying. So do you think they... Because obviously, apparently the rumors were he wants a huge haul for Deshaun. So do you think they're going to try to wait it out and hope for the best? I mean, is that the best option you have? Or do you think they should... I mean, do you think anybody is really offering anything reasonable for him. You think that our teams are still interested, even with all this new news coming out and everything else that's surrounded it?
Yeah, they interested, but at a price. Because they know that he's not going to be able to play for them right away. So that decreases value.
Now, I seen an article, too, that was talking about that some of the ladies said that people saying, oh, the NFL botched the interviews with the women and all this other stuff. They were mad. Some of the women were mad because the NFL, I guess the investigators would have asked him things like, what were they wearing? Do you think that's a pertinent question?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because it's part of the facts in the case.
So what is professional attire for a masseuse?
Shit, I don't know what. I guess like what, some scrubs?
That's what I would think.
I'm guessing. That's what I would guess. I don't know. Or at least some scrub like attire. At least that's what I see.
Ray Ray says, rip the Band-Aid off.
Agreed. Yeah, me and Ray in 100% agreement. Absolutely. Go and get it over with. Like, just end the fucking nightmare. Wake up already.
Okay. I agree. I'm at the point where, I'm ready to move on from the Deshaun debacle. This is the Houston Texans, not the Houston Deshaun's. If you're going to get what you're going to get, do it and move forward. Because as long as, he's some type of semblance of a part of the organization, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be a distraction. It's going to be, more talk about him than anything that the Texans are actually doing.
Yes, and you can see he even frustrated when they had the cameras on him when he was walking up. You're like, why the fuck? Yeah, ain't nothing changed.
Yeah.
Like, he's frustrated because he does not want to be there.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's got nothing to do with his teammates. It's just the fucking organization. But that analogy works because it's like, this is a fucking nightmare. And the Texans think that this is going to turn into a pleasant dream at the end. Because if you think you're really going to get something valuable, you think this is going to have a happy ending, you're dreaming. This is not going to end well.
Okay.
Because even if he decides to stay, even if he decides to play, his heart ain't going to all the way be in it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But what if he made? I'm not even gonna try to. It's gonna be a wrap as long as this organization is a McNair-led organization. I don't think that his heart is gonna change at all. So.
Okay. And I think his biggest mistake, to be honest, I don't think it's actually frustrating. His biggest mistake was signing that contract. That was his largest fucking mistake. He shouldn't have never done that.
Or even if he did do it, shouldn't have said what he said, which basically was signing on. I'm here for the long haul, for to get all that. Because then you present one image, and then immediately after that, the first time you really go through some real hurdles in your career as a football player. Period. You kind of want to. It makes it look like, okay, you're ready to give up and ship out. So. I don't know. Like I said, personally, I think that he needs to. I think for the best interest of the legacy of Deshaun, you know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna get paid either way. Say fuck it, get out there, ball, and do something that nobody else could do. And I'm not saying you're gonna take this team to the Super Bowl or anything like that. But just get out there and ball, and just keep your name alive, keep everything going. I think that's the best interest for you, and then people are still gonna know you don't really want to be here.
Right.
And shit, that I think that raises your value, that increases the likelihood of you getting out here. And I know there's the risk of injury and all those other things, but something got to shake. But it is what it is. But any other thoughts you have there, Mr. Trill, sir?
No, and I agree with you on that aspect. But yeah, that's all I have.
Okay, all right. Where you at in the world today?
Henrietta, Texas.
That's somebody's grandma. Okay, well, that's a bet, man.
Yes.
You be safe out there, and be chopping up with you soon, man.
All right.
Shout out to Mr. Professor Trill. How am I feeling about the Texans overall right now? Like I said, I feel like they performed better in that preseason game than I expected. I honestly still don't know, right? I have to see real competition. I need to see starters versus starters, and ultimately, what this roster ends up being. But I don't know. I will say not as, and I said I was going to be positive no matter when I try to be more upbeat about it. We'll take this call. I'll finish answering that. What's the motherfucking deal? We got calling in to the Sauceline, this evening.
Honcho with Rio.
Riot. How are you
Yes,
doing?
right.
Are you about to start a riot,
I'm
sir?
doing. No, I won't start a riot. I will answer one question you asked Phil.
Okay, what's that?
Because I actually get a massage every 2 weeks. A typical masseuse, his outfit is actually depending on the parlor you go to, will kind of look like a scrub, but it's more of a uniform style.
Okay.
It's more designed to look uniformed, so they actually look like a legitimate business.
So
That's what it's designed to do.
So you're going to shady masseuses? Is that what you're doing, Rio?
No, not at all. I go to one masseuse only. I see her every 2 weeks, and I get a deep tissue massage, and it hurts like a motherfucker.
And I'm going to ask a very stereotypical question, as I tend to do from time to time. Is your masseuse Asian?
No, she's not.
Okay.
She is Latino.
Okay. And so, in this quote unquote deep tissue massage, what is involved in this?
A deep tissue massage, which is different than the massage that Deshaun Watson keeps claiming that he's getting, which his is a Swedish massage, which Swedish massage is nothing more than just light touching and light rubbing in different spots. A deep tissue massage, the masseuse will find a spot on your body that has a bad knot, where your muscles are the most tight, and then drive their knuckles, their elbow, and any other major part of their body to put as much pressure in to try and work out the knot. There is nothing enjoyment about it.
That's tough. I mean, so when all that elbow dropping is over, do you feel more relaxed?
Oh yeah. After you get off the table, like after the massage is done, and you're actually able to get off the table and move around, you feel great. But during the massage, no. Especially if they find one bad spot on you, it hurts like a bitch.
Okay. Do they offer additional oil services?
Special oils. Here we go. Now, not the type that Deshaun seems to be asking for, but they will offer you different types of oils. Do you want lavender? Do you want this type of oil? Do you want some type of oil that is derived from a cactus? That's all they offer. Stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, Derek says deep tissue massages hurt. Okay. We have some other folks co-signing your statements. So what first led you to deciding that you needed a deep tissue massage?
I mean, I have my friend who owns the parlor was the one that told me, hey, because of your back, because of the issues you complain about from work, being on your feet all the time, you should go look at it, getting a massage. And I was like, and at first I'm like, why would I ever get a massage? Because I'm just like, that just sounds kind of girly. And then I went in because they finally talked me into doing it, and I did it. And I won't lie, I hated why I was laying on the table, but I enjoyed it afterwards because I could actually move more freely and felt lighter.
Okay.
But again, my issue isn't Deshaun getting a lot of massages. Okay, he's an athlete. Again, he's constantly moving. He's on his feet. He's gonna get muscles and tightened and sprained and everything else. But again, only a deep tissue massage will actually handle them type of issues. A Swedish massage, which is the massage that he typically apparently asks for, is more like a rub down.
So would you trust an unlicensed masseuse with a deep tissue massage?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell, I've been going to, I've been getting a massage for the past 2 years, and I only have one masseuse. The other reason why you don't get a bunch of different masseuses is because you go to a masseuse, they get to know your body just as well as you get to know how well they can do their job. Because a masseuse that doesn't understand what your body actually needs in the massage isn't going to actually do a good job. I will tell anyone who goes for a massage, your first massage that you go to probably won't be the most enjoyable time of your life. You're probably go in there, you lay down, and they'll start asking, can I give you more pressure? Can I do this? Can I do that? And it starts to irritate you because they're asking you. But they're asking you simply to figure out what's going on with your body so they can understand how to better assist you.
Okay. So you said your first masseuse was good enough and you felt comfortable enough to stay with that one. So do you think that maybe the gentleman number 4 was just trying to find the right one? He just couldn't find the one he was looking for?
I'd be okay with saying sure if the ones he was getting were actually always licensed. The fact that he was finding them off of like Instagram, and some of these so-called masseuses on their Instagram has a thing they call, and their job title is night enthusiast. Yeah, no.
I mean, what's wrong with the gram? I found I found multiple chicks who've done my hair. I found a barber once on the gram. I mean, why can't you find a masseuse on the gram?
I'm not saying you can't. I'm not denying that you can't find people on the gram. I'm not saying you can't find masseuse. But Honcho, if you're looking for a masseuse on the gram, and her job title says night enthusiast, that is her job title, and on her Twitter it says I'm barely working, and it shows her on a stripper pole with a bunch of money around her. Is that the masseuse you're hired?
I would think she's just a damn good masseuse, and she has appointments available at night.
Shut up, Honcho. Shut up. But no.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Even other athletes, famous athletes, have said that they only had like 4 masseuses in their entire career. Come on now.
Yeah, that's a sketchy situation, and I wouldn't have gone about it that way at all. But you know.
And how many? Also, Honcho, how many of the women that you found on the gram that you had to fly out to Houston?
I would never do that. I would never do such a thing. I'd have to pull the future. Yeah, you have to fly yourself back. So with this whole situation with the feds looking into it and everything, do you believe that these are dire consequences for Deshaun, or do you think that he will still be able to escape unscathed?
Okay. Let's just fix this all. Y'all all need to stop. All y'all need to stop freaking. The feds have to investigate. They have to.
What?
Point break. Because the DA is pushing for human trafficking. Because the DA is pushing for that, the feds have to investigate because that is a federal crime. So the feds have to investigate. No, I'm not saying that they're going to do a deep dive investigation, but they have to investigate. It's no different than when a guy or a woman kills someone. The local police are investigating, but so are the feds. Because it's murder. Because it's a federal crime.
Feds need to mind their own damn business, I'll tell you that.
Which is fine. But the thing that y'all need to really look at, and I posted it in the Discord twice now, isn't the fact the feds are investigating. It's the fact that what can happen to Deshaun legally, because if they can actually charge him with trafficking. If they can charge him with trafficking, that opens Deshaun up to a whole new window of pain.
Massage
Because
pain?
trafficking,
I said massage, deep tissue massage pain?
oh, worse, way worse.
That's terrible.
And way worse than that oil going deep, too. It'd be like him trying to get that little deep tissue massage that he was asking for in a different space without the oil. Because
It's a terrible conversation.
trafficking is one of the laws in America that allows for this to happen. Both states, both the state that he did the act in and the state the person is from, can charge him with trafficking. And both states he can be sued in. And in both states, the feds can charge him.
That's tough.
So if they can actually charge him with human trafficking, that just opens up the door way worse.
Yeah, you don't need any more doors opened up. That's tough. That's terrible. So, if you were to put a percentage on it, what do you think the chances are that this is going to be a negative outcome for Mr. Watson?
A negative outcome?
Yes.
Depends on what side of the law you're doing. If you're doing civilly, like the lawsuits, I'd say that at 90. Criminally, I say he has about a 60% chance of it not being that bad.
Okay. All right. Well,
And I'm only saying that because civil law is a lot easier on the plaintiffs than the defendant, which means it's a lot easier for them to win their case against them.
well, either way it goes, I hope the young man can get out of these multiple situations relatively unscathed. I think the damage to the name has been done. I don't think too many sponsors are going to want to touch that after this.
Again, Honcho, we all know what's going to happen. Even if he was charged, and if he can beat it to where he doesn't go to prison, right? If he can just get it to a point to like he gets probation, and even if he loses the lawsuits, if he gets traded and starts winning, ain't no one gonna give a fuck. We're all gonna forget the shit and move on.
I'll never forget. Anytime he plays against Houston, I'll be bringing it up if that ever happened.
All right, Honcho, I'll let you go.
All right, that's been Mr. Rio. Appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, no problem.
All right. It's about that time. We got a few more minutes. I know I said a 5-minute rule, but you know, I be showing a little bit extra love to the regulars. I can't help it. I enjoy talking to y'all. So hey, it's good. This is what the Sauce Nation, this is what the Sauce Line is all about. Because as I've been saying, Sauce Sports, it's not about me. It's not about the round. Yes, we come together and we form like Voltron to entertain you. I'm gonna come back to that thought. But it is about you guys. You guys are the fresh ingredients. There is no sauce without the ingredients. I'll be honest. I've been craving something sweet all day. Not all day, but for a while now. I think I want a Mr. Goodbar. But anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. I forgot who I was talking to the other day about this, right? Some of y'all too young to understand what I'm about to say. Some of y'all are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Why did the Green Ranger become such a hoe when he became the White Ranger? Like, y'all remember seeing when he was do-do-do-do-do-do, and he was like a gangster. He beat the shit out of all the Power Rangers by himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a gangster. They couldn't fuck with him, right? And then, like, once they converted him, and then I think he went from, the Dragon Zord, which was the best Zord. Like, the best Zord. And then he got that fucking, that Tiger or some shit. That Tiger was weak as fuck. And then, like, he was getting his ass kicked like the rest of the Power Rangers, right? Like, how did he get soft like that? You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Yes, I reverted to the Power Rangers conversation. Yes, the Green Ranger was the most gangster Ranger, and then like once he became all friendly with them niggas, like he got all weak. But when he used to do, that flute was gangster, and the motherfucker came up out the water or whatever. Did he come out the water? I think he used to come out the water. And mother motherfuckers was coming from weird places and shit. And he would beat the shit out of them. And then, I know y'all like this has nothing to do with Sauce Sports. Just, when I start winding down the streams, I just start talking about crazy shit. But, again, make sure you hit that like button. 7 o'clock. If you don't get a notification, if you're not following the proper social medias, I try to put it on social media before we go live. Just pull up 7 o'clock. Like, I'm trying to get back on the regularly scheduled programming. Like I said, I'm trying to get back to regularly scheduled Saucelining. And then, like I said, when we do come together as a roundtable, those streams probably won't have the Saucelining. We'll actually, be doing something a little different, back in pre-games and things like that. But if we do get back to like we used to rock in the sauce, like I said, well, you guys are a part of this thing. I'm gonna spill my sauce a little bit. We're gonna open up the lines, and we're gonna rock like we used to. Right now, what would I take for DW4? The Dragon Zord. I'd take the Dragon Zord. That's exactly what I want. You can't give me the Dragon Zord, Deshaun. Right? That's that. Yeah. So. What's going on? Let's see. When you're on the side of bad, you the best Transformer. Is this where we're going to end on the market? This is where you want to go? I mean, we talking. I'm always rooting for the bad guys, right? And we like talking about the Transformers like as a whole, or we got to talk about like the Autobots. You know what I'm saying? Are we talking about like all of them? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's what I need to know. You gotta let me know where we're at. But here's my thing. Here's my deal. And we have definitely had our say about this franchise, right? I mean, it gets to a point where if you're going to remain a Texans fan, you're accepting some things, okay? And one of those things that you're accepting is that this franchise is what it is. If these players are still going to play for him, it is what it is. If Deshaun's going to be here or he's not going to be here, it is what it is. But at the same time, you got to look at some other things, right? This man did what he did on his own time, which led to where we are now. I will agree with you 100% that Texans fans are super fickle. And I cap and clown, you know what I mean? But ultimately, I wish Deshaun the best. Usually when players leave, I stop following them and all those other things. I was rocking with Hop for a while until he started getting a little too woke for me with all the other weird shit, like the little Sha'Carri jacket shit. That was too much for me. But I'm still a Hop fan. And so I wish them well wherever they may go. It's not like, oh, fuck, he went to Arizona. He got traded. But if Deshaun wants to leave, he wants out, cool. It is what it is. Like I said, this is about the city, ultimately. And when we're talking about legal matters and things like that, again, I didn't tell anybody put the oil in his butt. That was his decision. You can't trust these hoes these days. You're a celebrity. And, bitches trying to get Insta famous. They trying to Brittany Renner motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that fucking shit like that. Like, you saw that bitch where she gave it a $20 million, but she wasn't even all that bad. Like, if you gonna go give up the bag, at least get you up to something with some features. Anyway, so that's my whole thing, right? If we're talking about if we're talking about all total transform, I want to say, was it Starscream? Might have been Starscream, because I know in the movie he fucks some motherfuckers up, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say Starscream was when that motherfucker was cold-blooded. Optimus was kind of a hoe. Like, I ain't gonna say he was a hoe. Like, that nigga just had, like, the moral. Like, he would have these morals, dog. Like, and I get it. You should have, like, principles and shit. But if your principles is getting your ass kicked, you gotta suspend your principles for a little bit and figure some shit out. Like, you ain't gonna have to recalibrate, your shit. But Optimus would get his ass whooped a lot. You know what I'm saying? Optimus would get whooped a lot. Bumblebee was cool. That nigga just was with the radio shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bumblebee was like cool in the movie. I don't think Bumblebee, if I'm not, like, my memory is a little foggy. I don't think Bumblebee was that cool back in the fucking cartoon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, I don't remember him being that cool in the cartoons. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But again, Hop got his own cereal. What? Yeah, well, no, this is America, bro. And we're guilty until proven innocent. That sounds good. That's what they say, but we all know what it is. In America, the court of public opinion, as soon as a motherfucker hear you catch a case, you're allegedly guilty. And you got to go through hoops and rings and all that shit to disprove that. And then the people, even if you don't get hit with the case and you beat all that shit, it's still gonna be those people who think he still did it. He still violated. I saw those girls cry on TV. He's a bad person. And then, let's be honest, like, and I'm talking over a minute for the slide out here, I gotta get ready for the den at 9. So make sure y'all pull through the den too. Look, the den ain't for everybody, right? The den is for some people, right? The den is not for everybody, because the topic of conversation here is much more diverse, and it's much more intense, and if you're kind of soft, it might not be your bag. But before I get all the way into the den conversation, but people like mess, they like gossip, they like the drama, right? And so all of this shit right here, people all in, they locked into it. Oh, Deshaun is gonna go to jail, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do. But as soon as it says, Deshaun is innocent, he's cleared of all charges, nothing happened, like, people not gonna give a fuck. They're not gonna spread that news the same way. Bad news travels 7 times faster than good news, right? Was it Starscream? That's what I'm trying to remember. Who was the motherfucker? I want to say, like, in the second, he was fucking some people up. I think the one where they had where they got the dinosaurs or something. Was that who was fucking everybody? It was one of them, the Decepticons, who was fucking everybody up. But it wasn't the old one, not the old nigga. That old one flip flop, like he was acting like, oh yeah, I'm down with you, Optimus. Oh, fuck these human beings. You still don't know what the den is? Dog. denshowlive.com. It'll take you there. It's another channel. The Den is the second channel. We'll go live at 9 o'clock. And it's actually going to be a very interesting conversation today. denshowlive.com. It'll take you there. Again, though, it's a much more diverse conversation. We don't talk sports. We talk about everything else. And we go in on any and everything. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. Like, and it's proven, like, bad news travels 7 times faster than good news, and so people ain't gonna want to. Like I said, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. If the dude had a consensual agreement with these women, and they was with the shit then, and now all of a sudden, you know how we do, how this day and age is. Attention. I can get some free attention. I'll allow the motherfucker for some attention. Oh, I can come up. I can get. Females, especially females, think followers are more important than money. I can get 10,000 more followers. Oh yeah, he did it. He told me. I heard one girl say, he wanted a finger in it, but yeah, he told me that too. Like, again, motherfuckers get coached up and all this other shit. I don't. It's very hard for me to believe these women. Okay, and it's not just because I'm a misogynist. I kind of am, but like I said, from my own personal experience, I've seen women who will lie firsthand to protect themselves, right? To protect them fucking selves, knowing that they did certain things on their own will and own accord. I've seen it. I've seen it on multiple occasions. So that's why I say what I say. Again, Yeah, you'd be surprised. You ain't got to be a fucking superstar. You ain't got to be a all-star, nothing. I've seen when I was at U of H. I've seen it when I was in high school. I've seen it just some old basic bitches doing some old basic ass shit. The motherfuckers think they anyway. Then at 9 o'clock, y'all be there. Y'all in the safe. Y'all fucking with the sauce. Imagine the sauce, but talking about everything else but sports, right? And it gets intense, it gets crazy, and there's actually women in the den, and they talk a lot of shit. So if you like talking shit to women for whatever reason, if you're a weirdo like that, and if you like that shit, you know. But be there, man. So we're gonna be rocking tonight. But I appreciate y'all. I do. Again, it is my honor. It is my privilege. It is my pleasure. I gotta get out of here. All right, real quick before I do though. Chocolate bar recommend. I'm a Mr. Good bar guy. I want some chocolate. For some reason, I want some chocolate. Chocolate's good for the soul. All that good shit. Chocolate bar recommendations. Let's go out on chocolate bar recommendations. I'm gonna see what y'all talking about. I'm gonna pick something that somebody said, and if that shit nasty, when I pull up in the den, I'm gonna talk about y'all motherfucking ass, even if y'all ain't there. If y'all suggest a chocolate bar, I go get that shit, and that shit is fucking nasty. I'm gonna say, man, such and such suggested this shit, and I'm gonna talk about you tomorrow in the sauce too. So, with that being said, again, I thank y'all. I do. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here, man. The sauce ain't nothing without y'all. And tomorrow, 7 o'clock, just pull up, even if you don't get the notification, man. What the hell is Sauce Sports? I thought they played at the beginning of the thing. If not, I definitely will bring it back. Butter. What the fuck is this? The Simpsons? Mark? What the hell talking about some damn Butterfingers? Anyway, I'm just this nigga. I'm going to read the chat. I'm siding out of here, but I'm reading the chat. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. But most of all, y'all stay saucy. I'm out.